Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you're spending some time with me today. I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite things, books, especially kids and middle grade books are some of my favorite. So I'm super excited that you guys are here. If you're new here or if you're returning, my name is Joanna. This is Howie's School. I'm a homeschool mom to a 10-year-old. He's sometimes in the videos with me. His name is Julian. Today he chose not to be, and that's okay. I haven't posted a book haul probably in about 2 months. So this is 2 months worth of books, which is actually, this is quite a lot though for 2 months, but a lot of it went with what we were working on in school, and some of it was just pre-orders and some of it was when I go to the used bookstore, I get so excited when I find a great deal. So the books that I'm going to share today are either from our local used bookstore, book outlet, or Amazon. I'll let you know. I'm not going to spend a lot of time reading synopsises or looking inside of all the books, because it is quite a few books and I don't want to keep you guys here forever. If you've watched my channel before, you know I can be chatty. I just hope you guys know this is my time to interact with other adults. So when you guys leave me comments, I get very excited. We get to talk. So if you want to see anything else more thoroughly, let me know and I will make videos on that. But I'm super excited you guys are here. And let's just jump in because it's a lot. I've tried to group it so that way it just, I don't know, goes, hopefully will flow nicely. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start, I'm gonna start with some art books. So the first one is Adventures in Art Vermeer's Secret World. So I happen to have a few of these and I like to, if I can, you know, collect a whole collection, I try to. So I was super excited. I found this at my used bookstore for $1.50. So I picked it up. Now, I have a whole bunch of these, but not all of them. So I was super excited when I walked into my used bookstore and they had a whole bunch of them. And I picked up the ones I knew for sure I didn't have. The other ones I wasn't sure on, I left behind. And when I went back, they were all gone. So I'm glad I stashed these when I went. And these are the 13, like, I just call them the 13 art books, but there's so many. There's like 13 modern artists, 13 buildings, 13... I can't even think, impressionists, all these sorts of books. And so I picked up these were $1.50 each. Oh, so excited. I picked up 13 art inventions children should know. And I will show you just inside this one, I guess, at least, because, yeah, so you can get an idea of what these are like inside. So I'm going to show you a few. I got quite a few. 13 paintings children should know. 13 American artists children should know. And this is great with our American history study. So I'm going to look through those and try to pinpoint some out that will go with our studies. 13 British artists children should know. And 13 sculptures children should know. Okay, so those are those books I got. I did get one, I think only one, one poetry book. I got this from Book Outlet. It's called Roots and Blues, and it says a celebration. It's Can You Hear the Ancestors' Words Still Echo Over Oceans and Centuries? So I want to say it's on the blues, if I remember correctly, and it's just poetry. And sorry if the lighting in here is bad. Today I'm in my basement. Usually I'm upstairs in the schoolroom, and we have like the best natural lighting. But I was actually here putting these books away, and I was like, let me do a video before I put these books away on the shelves. You guys don't even see, there's more shelves across from me. It's pretty insane. I have like, you ever have like a piece of hair or something on you and you feel it? Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Genghis Khan, 13th century Mongolian tyrant. This is A Wicked History. So I have the little ring light on. I try never, this is why I love to do my videos upstairs, because the natural light is great. I can't stand getting that glare, but it's just a small little book, and my son really was very intrigued with Genghis Khan when we studied him. So I picked this up. He can read it on his own anytime. Another thing he really enjoyed was studying Mali. So I picked up this, this was at the used bookstore, by the way. This was 75 cents. Another one, 75 cents at the used bookstore. Mali, Land of Gold and Glory. So this one's really nice as well. Has a lot of vocabulary words, and it's just, and pictures, and it's just gorgeous. we're gonna hit Ancient Explorers again in 6th grade. So I've been trying to collect some things so we have some new ancient books to use next year. So I picked up Explore Ancient Greece, and I got this at the used bookstore for 75 cents. Now these are supposed to be good for ages 6 to 9, but we're still gonna use it next year for 6th grade. I really enjoy these Nomad Press activity and history type books. All right, I picked up a few of these You Wouldn't Want books at my used bookstore. They were 75 cents. Yeah, 75 cents each. So we got You Wouldn't Want to Be a Slave in Ancient Greece. So sorry about, I can't stand that ring light. Ugh. So I got that one. And my son will just read these on his own at any time. It doesn't have to be while we're studying it. You Wouldn't Want to Be in Alexander the Great's Army. You Wouldn't Want to Be a Roman Soldier, making sure I wrote that right. And You Wouldn't Want to Be a Roman Gladiator. I got this one, this next book, off of Book Outlet, African Icons. I had been eyeing this one, so I was super happy to see it on there. It's 10 People Who Shaped History, and this one's going to be perfect for ancient history, and I'm super excited to use this one next year with him. Oops, and I'm dropping books. Epic Fails, The Age of Exploration, Totally Getting Lost. And I got this for 75 cents at my used bookstore. So we did Explorers this year, but this one is just another little book. So if he wants to look through this one, he did really enjoy studying the Explorers. So I think he kind of wanted to go deeper, but eventually we just had to move on. So I picked that one up for him. I also picked this one's in pretty bad shape up here, but I really liked it. It was 75 cents at my used bookstore, and it's Great Explorers. So I just picked it up because I just think he'll really enjoy it. And we will probably use it for, you know, all of our, some of our, not all, for some of our American history as well. I got this at my used bookstore. This was gorgeous. This is Lonely Planet Kids Ancient Wonders Then and Now, and it was only $1.50. Oh, it's gorgeous. So you open it and you get like then, and you open it up and now, and I think it has one more flap in there if I remember. Yep. So it's pretty cool. I was super excited to pick this book up then and now. So we'll definitely be using this one because this is Ancient Wonders. So we'll be using this one again next year. And then I saw this one. I couldn't believe it. It was pricier than I like to spend at my used bookstore, but it's like new and brand new. It's like $21.99. Yep, $21.99. It's Egyptian Myths from DK, and I do have the Greek myths from DK, so I was excited to add this. I think I'm only missing the Norse myths to complete that collection. I picked up, this one was $6, not in brand new condition at my used bookstore, but I just had to pick it up for my son because he fell in love with learning about the treasure fleet when we were doing medieval history. So this was a really nice book for him. This is Adventures of the Treasure Fleet, China Discovers the World. And he just fell in love with Zhang He. And I just knew he would love this picture book. So pick that one up. I picked this up from Amazon, DK Smithsonian American History, a visual encyclopedia. So as you can see, I have tabs on here because we are currently using this book for this school year. And yes, I'm going to do a history video showing what we've done so far, like what we've studied and what we've used in case it helps anyone else out. William Ship's Boy. This is about a boy on the, I want to say the Susan Constant maybe, headed to Jamestown in 1607. All right. This is a National Geographic New Beginnings, Jamestown and the Virginia Colony from 1607 to 1699. So I got this at my used bookstore. Also pricey. This was $6 as well. But I also just, yeah, sometimes just to support, obviously, our local bookstores, I picked it up. You Wouldn't Want to Be an American Colonist. Julian really enjoyed this one. I got this one on Amazon. Yeah. And this is another one of those Nomad Press books I was telling you guys about, but this one is for ages 7 to 10. So it's perfect. And explore colonial America, which is pretty much what we are doing this school year. Well, at least the beginning half. I haven't really read this one yet. This cost me 99 cents at the used bookstore, but I want to look through it before I put it out. It's The New Americans, Colonial Times 1620 to 1689. I just want to make sure it's not completely whitewashed or anything like that. So I do have to look through it before I put it out. This one we did read, 1607, A New Look at Jamestown. This is a National Geographic book. And I like it because it uses the photographs using the Jamestown settlement in Virginia, or the, I want to say it's obviously not the original. They've built a lot of it, replicated it. I just picked this one up, so I haven't looked through it. I got this thrift books. It's Bound for America, The Forced Migration of Africans to the New World. I just want to make sure that it's maybe not too graphic for a 10-year-old. Even though it was, when I looked online, it was for his age group, but I want to make sure still first. And I am okay introducing him into, you know, the migration of enslaved people to the New World, because we've done history chronologically. So his first look at African American history is not enslaved people. He has a much more in-depth perception on African history. So introducing it, and it is just such a part of American history, we can't leave it out either. So I definitely want to make sure he knows, like, the first, well, we already actually discussed when we're talking about Jamestown, the first ship that came in 1619, I think, to 1620 to Jamestown. So I think I just want to make sure that book isn't too graphic for him. But I'll let you guys know. We did read this one as well already. This is also National Geographic, Mayflower 1620, A New Look at a Pilgrim Voyage. And again, same thing. It has just real images inside. We used this one. We did read this one already. DK the Mayflower. This one's gorgeous. It has beautiful illustrations. I really enjoyed the illustrations, and just the amount of text wasn't too much. It is meant for a younger crowd than a 10-year-old. I think it was like 7 to 9-year-olds, but it was perfect because we were reading so many other books. I just can't have them all have a million words in them. It's just impossible for both of us. And as it was, we were moving very slowly because we really are enjoying just going deeper into history. Have not looked at this one, so I haven't put it out yet for him. But this is 3 Young Pilgrims. I got this at my used bookstore for 50 cents. And yeah, it's just a book about three pilgrim children, I believe. So I have to, but again, I want to look through it before I put it out for him. And this is something we're about to enter right now. So I picked this one up from our used bookstore. It was $1.50, which was a lot because the other ones were 75. You Wouldn't Want to Be a Salem Witch. So we are about to enter that era in American history. Then I picked up from book outlet History Smashers, The American Revolution. So we haven't used any of these, but I think he's going to really enjoy this because it is just a mixture of pictures and sometimes, as you saw, some like comic type stuff. So I think it'll be good, but I don't know because it's kind of thick. So I'm hoping we get to at least use parts of this. And again, I've never used any of these, so I do want to look through it before I put it out. A lot of these other books I have yet to look through, so I'll let you know that now. Got this at our used bookstore as well. Let It Begin Here, Lexington and Concord, First Battles of the American Revolution. Preparing for when we get to that part of our history study. I found this at our used bookstore as well. DK Eyewitness, American Revolution. So exciting. And I just from looking at it inside, I know it'll be perfect. Like I can tab the pages to go with whatever we're talking about that week. We don't have to read the whole book. I picked this up from my used bookstore. It was quite pricey for this little book, but I thought it was an important book to have. It was $4.50 for a used book. but I picked it up. It's a Black Heroes of the American Revolution. So I was super excited to pick this one up. Let's see. Everybody's Revolution, a new look at the people who won America's freedom. So this will show you everybody who partook in the American Revolution. This was $1.50 at my used bookstore. So it looks really good. You wouldn't want to live in a Wild West town. As I said, I picked up a lot of, anytime I see these and I don't have it, I pick it up from the used bookstore because he will just read these on his own for fun. If you've never looked inside, it's very easy reading. And usually it's just, yeah, like a lot of illustrations. I picked this one up from Book Outlet as well. The Constitution Decoded, a guide to the document that shapes our nation. I have yet to look through this one, but I've looked through it, but I haven't finished. So get back to that. Some Who HQ books. What is the Declaration of Independence? What is the Constitution? And what is the Civil Rights Movement? Which I think I might already own. So, yikes. Then I have Hazardous Tales. I've never used any of those either yet. The Underground Abductor. So, I haven't, but these are graphic novels. So I think he's gonna, but again, I will look through this as well because I don't know, it just says hazard level, orange, grave. And well, I'm sure because we're talking about slavery, so I'm sure it's grave. So I just do want to make sure I look over that one as well. I picked this one up from Book Outlet. Looked like a really good book. Strong Voices, 15 American Speeches Worth Knowing. So I thought this would be good too anytime we learn about someone or it goes with a time period we're learning about. It would be really nice to pull this out and read a speech they might have said that really impacted American history or America in general. It doesn't have to be historical. Okay, well, let's see. I told you, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm moving quick. This is fast for me, you guys. I am impressed with myself. If you've been here before, you should be impressed too, right? I got some writing books. I picked these two up off of Amazon, and I've decided I'm going to save these for next year after looking through them. The first one is Time Capsule, a seriously awesome journal. And I think it'll be nice to start it next year. I don't know why, because it's going to be he'll be 6th grade, middle school. So I think this will just be a really fun way to document his first year of middle school here at home. And then the other one was Between Mom and Me, a mother and son keepsake journal. And I just didn't start it. I don't know. I just decided to wait. I don't know if I'm going to wait till 6th grade or just till 2023. In January, we can start. I think this will be lots of fun because it asks you questions and then your child reads it and then they reply what they think about what you said. And then there's like questions from you supposedly, and then they answer, then you reply. So it's very cute. Another one I picked up at the used bookstore was 642 Things to Write About, Young Writers Edition. And this one I do plan on putting out maybe once a week. It's just very cute. It's like write about the world's oldest person, write about a girl's babysitting experience, write about a lion hunting its prey. It's just lots of different things. Some of them are super imaginative, and it's usually just one line, and from that you write. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know writing is something we're working on. So I picked this up. I did pick up another book, and I forgot to bring it because it's not for down here. It's upstairs with my resource books. But it was another writing book. I'll have to save it for another time when I do maybe a language arts video or something. But it was it had lots of like writing projects, and I'm super excited to use that one. I was actually pleasantly surprised with it. I got some math books. I got Math Games Lab for Kids. So I picked this up just because I think it'll be fun sometimes to just do these little math labs. He's moving along great with math, so I kind of want to find a way to just kind of fill in some of that empty math time. Math, art, and drawing games for kids. So I saw the back cover and I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. So I picked this one up as well. So I'll let you guys know how those go. Let's go into some graphic novels I picked up. What was the turning point of the Civil War? These are HQ graphic novels. I didn't even know they had these. So I think he's going to love these. Look at that. I'm super excited. I think I got these off Amazon. Who was the girl warrior of France? Joan of Arc. And he really enjoyed also learning about Joan of Arc. So I think he's going to really enjoy that one. We're doing a botany study and we're going to focus mostly on trees this year for our botany study. So I picked up Science Comics Trees, Kings of the Forest. We have a few of these and we really enjoy it. We got Witches of Brooklyn, S'more Magic. He devoured this. He absolutely loves the Witches of Brooklyn. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to have a September wrap up. And then when we do our October wrap up, this one will be in there. And I'm almost, my guess, he's going to say it's like 5 stars, or like he likes to say, through the roof. Absolutely loved it. I picked up these 2 graphic novels, The Voyage of the Mayflower and The Story of Jamestown. Someone had recommended this one or told me that they were doing a curriculum that recommended this. So I picked it up and then I just went ahead and picked up the Mayflower one as well. Middle grade books now. Let's see. I picked this one up, but this is for 12 and over, or so that's what it says. It's called Newfoundland. I purchased this at my used bookstore for 50 cents. So Newfoundland, a novel by Alan Wolfe. It's the Lewis and Clark's Voyage of Discovery, but it has a lot of different voices and it's written in verse. So because it's for 12 and older, I am going to read this first to myself. It's a hefty book, guys, but it doesn't have a lot of words on each page. So I'm going to read it and then see if it's something I want to use when we study Lewis and Clark. And my phone is saying something to me. Okay. Sorry about that. I picked this up at my used bookstore because I don't have it. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And he might enjoy that. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to read a few because he doesn't like anything too scary either. I picked this up because the cover is gorgeous. And I don't even think I own a copy. Or do I? Yes, I do. But okay, I picked this up because this cover just spoke to me. A lot of people like bright things. I tend to like things that are a little darker. So this is a copy of Alice in Wonderland that I got at my used bookstore for 74 cents. And I don't even know if you can tell. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so I was super excited to pick that up. The Poet X, I got this at my used bookstore for 50 cents. And I've never read it, so I'm super excited. And I have another one of her, and this is written in verse as well. I have another one of her books that I haven't read yet. So I need to get moving on Elizabeth Acevedo's books. Dan Unmasked. I picked up this on Book Outlet because it sounded like something Julie might like. It's got baseball, comic books, and friendship. So I thought he would enjoy that. We pre-ordered this one, C.C. Rios and the King of Fears by Kayla Rivera. So last year we read C.C. Rios and the Desert of Souls and we loved it. It was a 5-star read for us. So of course I picked this one up. It will be on our December TBR. Oops, and I dropped it. Oh my goodness. Amari and the Great Game. Another book we pre-ordered because Amari and the Night Brothers was another 5-star read for us by B.B. Alston. And I will tell you, we already are done with this. This was very fast for us. We used audiobook for this one because we had already started some other books and we really couldn't wait to get into it. So it was our car trip audiobook. And yeah, I'm not going to say much until we do our wrap up. I know we're so behind. It's just been, if you see my face, do you see the tiredness? I haven't been feeling well, but school's been going pretty well for the most part. My mom, now I'm going to move on to picture books. My mom went to Argentina and she picked up this book, Umi y su perro Rap, a little picture book in Spanish. Super cute, about a little boy and his dog Rap. And he has, he's learning to be gentle with his dog, but it's really nice because there's not too many words. And whenever they have the words like in a color bubble, I'm just having Julian read that section for me. And so he can practice reading in Spanish. Another book I pre-ordered, Creepy Crayon. I know what you're thinking. You have a 10-year-old. No, I don't care. If my child is in love with this series and he loves it, I'm going to get it. So we have Creepy Crayon to go with Creepy Underwear and Creepy Carrots. He absolutely loves these books, and I'm sure he will talk to you about it in our September or October wrap-up. I picked this one up at our used bookstore, $3.50, because it's gorgeous. So I had to pick it up. This is Watercress by Andrea Wang. Another pre-order for me, Magnolia Flower. I'm super excited. I was super excited. I've already read it, but I haven't shared it with Julian yet. I've only read it. Oh gosh, Instagram, I don't know, this showed up one day on my feed, and here it is. Little Witch. Look at this book. Oh my gosh, right? Like I said, I'm a sucker for dark. I am. Oh, goodness. So, oops. And of course, I have my receipt in here still, but I just need you to see inside these. And the book is, it rhymes. It's just a beautiful, beautiful book. I'll do a better close-up of this one because I have to share it. It's gorgeous. I'm so glad I found it. It's a beautiful little witchy book. Another talking about, geez, books are sliding here. Talking about dark books. Beatrice Likes the Dark by April Genevieve Tuchloak. I hope I pronounced that right. And I feel like Beatrice sometimes from this book, but this is a gorgeous picture book. And I picked it up because it called me. And again, if it's okay if it's a picture book, it really spoke to me, this cover. And I'm glad I picked it up. It's a really pretty book. All right, now these next two books we were at Costco, and Julian almost flipped when he saw these because we have the Build Your Own, oh goodness, History Museum. It's like right behind me. And he absolutely loved using that when we studied ancient history. So when he saw these, he was like, please, Mom. And I said, yes, of course. He absolutely loved the other one. He still loves to look back at it. So I picked this one up. Build Your Own Dinosaur Museum. He has not used it yet, but it's just like the other one where you've got this, you know, crate, and inside the crate are your paper materials that you need to put together for your pop-ups in your museum. So this is like a hands-on type book. Build Your Own Science Museum. Oh my goodness, how could I say no to this? Look at this. So we were super excited and we picked it up. And again, here's your scientific objects that you're going to put out on display in the museum. And last but not least, another pre-order for me is DK, The Secret World of Plants, Tales of More Than 100 Remarkable Flowers, Trees, and Seeds. It's not really tales, it's more informational, but look at this cover. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, look at that, right? So since we're doing a botany study, I mean, I had to, right? I mean, yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I'm sorry it's so dark today in here. Oh, goodness. Can you guys see it? Yep. All right. Just absolutely stunning. Yes, I'm showing lots of pictures of this one because it's just stunning. And then, you know, just go. And I'm just going to tab off the pages we'll use. He is more than welcome, obviously, to look through the book on his own time. But mostly, I purchased it for our botany study. So we're mostly focusing on trees. So I will be tabbing off as we need it. But I'm so excited I got this. I just love these beautiful books. And again, I believe these are for the 7 to 9-year-old age range. But absolutely love these. And oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Oh goodness, look at the edge. Look at the gold edging there. Can you see it? I don't know. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. All right. I'm so glad you guys stopped by to look through the books we've hauled over the last 2 months. Quite a bit. Maybe more than we should have. But like I said, I mean, you hear the prices on these books at the used bookstore. It's very hard for me to pass them up. If you only knew how many books I actually pass up. But a lot of these, as you saw, were for what we were studying this year, or some that like the You Wouldn't Want to Be Whatever books, just because he loves those, I will pick them up. They're so tiny, they don't take up much space. So thank you guys so much for sharing these books with me. As you can see, it makes me giddy, excited. If you're also excited about books, let me know. If you want to see any of these books closer or more in-depth, a more in-depth look at them, let me know in the comments. What else you would like to see. We will definitely this week be putting up our, what is this thing called? Our wrap up from September, because we're behind on that. What we read in September, and then before you know it, October will be over, and we've read quite a bit already in October. We're doing really good on reading this month. And as I said, I do want to share what we've done in history up to this point. I think once we finish the Salem Witch Trials, I will stop there and do a video so that it's not a forever long video if I wait till the end of the school year to share what we did all year long, because I would love to share the resources we used as well. Math, as I said, is going swimmingly. So I've also thought, have any of you used Waldorfish geometry? I was thinking about doing that, the 5th grade one. I want to say yes, 5th grade. We do Waldorfish art, the weekly art lessons, and we love those. So I'm just kind of looking for more math things for him to do as well, since he's moving along so quickly with that. Science, we're actually moving slower this year. I don't know why. We just don't want, I don't know. It's just taking us longer to get to some of the experiments that our curriculum Oak Meadow has for us. But we're just about one lesson behind our language arts and social studies. And language arts as well is moving along swimmingly. And like I said, we've been reading so much this month. So that's been super exciting. And I can't wait to share all the books we've been reading. September wasn't as many books as October. October was a lot of books. All right, again, if you guys have any questions, or you want to see anything more in depth, or you want to recommend something, or you want to know if I recommend it to you once I've looked through a book, just let me know in the comments. I'm so glad you guys stopped by, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.